Hello guys and welcome back on my channel for the Tournament of Brilliance, a tournament organized by the CYN clan, a clan from the Discord community, which included a good amount of players. I believe 36 were registered with, a good, I think 20 of us at least that showed up and actually played the tournament. For anybody who knows the game pretty well, the Discord community, there's some pretty big names out there, so it was very, very interesting to play this tournament. And we got to fight over 10 games in a complete FFA format, so a free-for-all with a 5-map rotation. Here you can see the rules of the organization. If you want to press pause, just read the rules for a second. The maps are also shown here, the 5 maps right here, which we would play each of them twice. And it's important to note that the first 5 players would get points every time, with 10 points for the first, going down in increments of 2, to 5th place only getting 2 points. And so whoever has the most points at the end of the 10 games basically wins the tournament. Alright guys, so let's get into it. First map was Giant World Map. I am going to be going over as a review kind of basis over the games, and you're going to get to see my spawn. So first of all, I'm going to spawn here. I will accelerate, of course, as well, put this in up. I will spawn here, right here in North America. You can see Biffer right there. Fantastic. Ooh, a little bit laggy. Sorry for that. And it's going to be a start with, we got Marine up top. Marine, if you guys know the Discord community, if you know well the OFM tournaments and any other tournaments, one of the best players, one of the favorites actually to win it. I'm up there, of course, but I'm never, I wasn't necessarily going for top 1. We're going for as well as I could. So we got a big player there. Everybody's kind of spread out, well spread out. We have a good spawn actually. And I think we're going to play kind of a chill game here. We're not going to be super aggressive. It is a very big map. But the problem is, we're going to take alliances super early on with Marine, of course. Because the problem is, if we 1v1 versus Marine, it could really hinder our game. And then we could get swooped up, for example, by Bobo down here. Or anybody coming from Europe, potentially La Vaisselle de Nod here, Restart, Doodoo as well. But over this little first game, I'm going to be going over the main players. So we got Marine here. We do have Biffer as well as myself. Doodoo is Lukashu. I don't know if you guys have seen one of my previous videos, but we won a tournament together. So he was one of kind of the favorites. Shadow Reaper as well. Very strong teammate of Marine most of the time. They're playing together. Those were kind of the big players, the big names at least that I knew. Hokura as well here, an ATR guy with whom I won a tournament as well previously, so I'm spoiling the previous videos, guys, but I won all the tournaments, so I can't do anything about it. And so openings like that, not very interesting game, I'll be honest, guys. My gameplay was just very boring here. I really chilled it here. Kind of cut off, I guess, as much as possible for Marine. Tried to boat, I think, in terms of, towards Greenland as well, just to get as much as possible in that bit. Because this guy, Archduke of Andorra, you can see he doesn't seem very strong, and he only has 2 ports, 2 cities. I'm already at 3 and 6. He's already Marine at 2 and 6. I definitely had the upper hand in terms of trading compared to Marine here. But the bots are left. All I'm trying to take, kind of sniping up some cities as well on them. But most of the game, or actually, I'll spoil this game because Marine and I are going to be boring. Well, I mean, he's going to attack me a little bit early, then take the Alliance, and we're just going to take the Alliance until the end of the game. We are going to clear out Greenland a little bit, and so you can see I'm boating over there. Marine's hitting already. I'm not going to talk too much about the rest of the game because this is how my game went as well. I want you guys to show you my kind of POV, so you guys really get to feel it, how I played it. This is how I played it, and it was just Marine and I just chilling. Trying to take Greenland over, some Archduke of Andorra, who actually, I'm not going to spoil a little bit, but he was much better than we expected. You'll see, guys, some of these names come back. Not that we expected, sorry, but I just didn't know him at all, right? So that's going to happen. In the meantime, big things are going to happen. You're going to see Hokura here. Doodoo's quite big as well. Shadow Reaper got destroyed super early on, which is surprising. Hokura in a very strong position. I'm actually going to watch these guys and kind of analyze what's going to happen at the same time. I haven't rewatched these replays, so I don't know exactly how it happened, how it unfolded. Hokura is looking in a really strong position here. Doodoo not too strong. Restart as well here. Exotic, Globy. We got as well Peak Comedy here, who's in pretty well. They're going to go ahead. You're going to see lots of the time betrayals. You saw the betrayal sign right up top of here. A lot of the times attacks are going to go because of betrayals, and that's going to be about it. One big thing, and I think you saw it in the rules, MIRVs are disabled. So, I mean, Doodoo just went in for a huge hit, but in the meantime, hydrogens are going to be basically the only way to hit people, to hit players, let's say, really strongly, as Bobo is getting absolutely destroyed by Clown. I'm chilling. I think I'm just living my life. I'm placing some ports, some cities, some SAMs. Nothing great. I'm just going for the top 5 position here. I knew I had kind of a bad positioning, and Marine spawning next to me didn't help out. The fact that for me, Marine on paper was probably the best player, or at least definitely top 2 favorite. And therefore, spawning next to them, I couldn't really go and do anything. I think I stole a little bit of Bobo, but nothing too great. Because the only thing I could do is attack Bobo or South, and then potentially Marine was going to backstab me, right? So I'm just chilling. Doodoo swept up Hokura. I don't know how Hokura didn't do that well, actually, on that first game. He was in a really strong position. I say that. You see the node guy, he goes in for a big hit, but he gets nuked. You see the 5 mils, how much damage they do. You're going to see this, I think, a lot during those games. But 5 mils are going to be doing a lot of damage. There is a max cap, I forgot to say, at 30 minutes. I do believe this game is going to go until 30 minutes. I'm going to kind of skip through because this is a very, very, very boring game. And looking back at this game, actually, I'm going to pause it here. 16 minutes in the game. Look at how much gold I have. 43 million gold. Look at all the players. I have 43 million gold. So my aim was actually, I was stupid because I didn't read the rules. And I didn't know Mervs were not part of the game. So I was like, oh, I'm chilling. I'll let Dudu do all the work. I'll let him sweep up. And then I'll just Merv him like twice. And then that will do the work, right? So instead of stacking my gold, I should have probably built cities. And if you look at it, actually, building cities here would have been like would have done me really well. I got a spot in Spain now, so I'm doing not too bad here. What I just got to do is just build cities with 44 mil. That's an extra 44 times 25. Someone do the math right here. All right, I did the math about above a million troops, right? A bit more than a million troops, 1.1 mil, I think. So that would have gotten me to 2 mil troops. Could have done the work, to be fair. He only has 44 cities. I would have had at least like 50, 60. But yeah, I didn't do that. Probably a mistake of mine to get more points. I think I was just more securing the points. So here I'm in top 4. I think Clown, the aim was to get Clown to be down so that I could make it top 3 at least, or top 2. Marine and I kind of 1v1ing at the end, I guess. You're going to see Dudu here sweeping up Europe. So he's going to clear out the node guy. I'm going to send out a million nukes, I think, from this point onwards. You're going to see all the nukes that are going to land on Dudu is going to be hilarious. Dudu sweeps up South America, actually, insanely. But he has 70... Oh, he has 80 mil. Yeah, he's way too strong in terms of gold. But look how much Dudu's going to get nuked. I sent him... I don't know how many hydrogens. I'm still in 57 mil, actually. But I think I sent him quite a fair bit on that one. I broke the alliance, yeah, because I think I was allied with him. There we go. Look at that. Boom, I go down 35 mil, 30 mil. I'm still sending. And look at that. This guy's going to be like a little cheese. And yeah, the map's just nonsense. The map is absolutely nonsense. Dudu here with 74 mil. I mean, he's got the dub. Now it's just a question of who comes second and who comes third. You can see Marine trying to sweep up a little bit of territory. I think I'm going to clear out this just to go back up. And then we're going to do a 1v1 between Marine and I. And you can see us, we're starting to play some SAMs. I'm placing silos as well. Problem is Marine's on top of me. So the silos will go directly onto me, unfortunately. Whereas I've got the weaker position. In open front, being on top is much better because the silos go down. And so they take... Sorry, the nukes go down. So they take a lot shorter time than going up. Plus... I mean, he had just better, I think. He just played it smarter. He had a better reaction time as well. I didn't really check out what happened, but he kind of juked me within a couple of seconds. Yeah, Dudu's gonna place a million silos, and we're about to hit 30 minutes in 2 minutes. So I think Dudu just wanted to wrap it up right before. He's gonna go ahead and nuke Marine. Marine's gonna manage to intercept a little bit, betray me. I think I attacked Marine, but the thing is, Marine nuked me so much that my territory was done. So I'm not gonna get any points actually. But, guys, one thing important, very important. They're going to tell us, actually, at the end of this game, that it's not the top 5 at the end of the game. It's the top 5 during the game. So I'm going to show you a leaderboard, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is actually what they base their results off. So you can see I do top 2. I'm top 2 at the end, actually, in terms of how much territory I have. But the problem is, they're going to base it off this column, the max tiles. Max tiles is max tiles you got during the game in terms of percentage. So every time they're going to base it off this column, and therefore it's the maximum percentage of the map that you got. So of course it doesn't add up to 100, much more than 100. And so you're going to see on this first game, Dudu's going to get more than me, Marine's going to get more than me. We even have this guy who's going to get more, this guy's going to get more, this guy's going to get more, this guy's going to get more. I'm going to make it top 7, unfortunately, which means no points. I think, guys, don't hit on the organizers or anything. Of course, it is how it is. The organizers did whatever they wanted, and it's fair. At least we got the information after the first game. Also, very cool feature, by the way, guys. Thank you to this website. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can have a kind of see at it. But you can see what we build as well first. I play support, then a city, then a warship, then a city is my first kind of thing. Marine went for 2 cities first. Very cool. The first build, how long it took us to get to that first build. You know, all of the information, which is fantastic, when we died as well, and so on. So this was a great way to measure. But let's go straight into the second game then. Second map, Baikal map. Not gonna lie, guys, I absolutely despise this map. I'm gonna go, I think, spawn up top here somewhere. Where am I? Why can't I see myself? I'm not spawned yet. I believe I'm spawning here, right? I can't remember myself. There we go. I spawn here. And you guys are gonna see the very, very, very funny thing. Spawning here is good, okay? But then I'm gonna zoom out and I'm gonna see, look who's next to me again, Marine. Now both of us have understood as well that it's a bit more than not just positioning, but it's also getting the max percentage during the game, which really influences, you know, because aim maybe is not necessarily to win at the end, but at least have, you know, a good 20-30% will for sure get you at least even top 2 position every time. This game is gonna be very boring. I'm gonna do very bad Look at this. I'm very low on troops, for example, here. I think I full sent a bot, and I somehow didn't finish him well properly. Now I'm going to finish him a little bit better. But you see, like, I kind of got juked by Marine here, taking up all the bots up top. They are going to go up down south. They do go really low, Marine, by the way, many times. But I'm really not going to get a good thing. Dudu's going to get an insane opening again. I mean, Luca, but Dudu, we're going to call him during this tournament, okay? He's won already the first game, and he's looking like he's in a strong position on that one. Shadow Reaper as well gets an insane opening here. He managed to cut very well. I'm going to commentate a little bit what's happening everywhere, of course. My game, honestly, look at it. It's resulting to myself to not being that good. I am going to get a little bit of bots. I am going to position myself well here with some nice warships. You can see like all the trades coming in and out. I'm going to steal with this warship a couple of things, which isn't too bad. Will get me actually some gold, which is important. One thing that I did more than others, I stacked the gold, I think, overall in this tournament, more than everybody else. And you're going to see I'm going to get quite a lot of gold from these trades. I'm going to go up, actually, I think, to 5 mil very quickly. And Andora's going to get a push on me, actually, in a second. There you go. And I'm just going to build a silo. I think I send them the nuke emoji, and I'm just going to 5 mil them. And then I'm going to... I think I counted them right after, and then I asked them for the alliance, I think on purpose. There we go. We're allied now. And that's the end of my game. That's it. Nothing else happened. Dudu massive, Marine massive, Shadow Reaper very big as well. Impressive from these three. It's just going to be kind of really just them kind of scrolling through the game very quickly. Marine, you can see, destroys Bobo in 2 seconds there. Globey's going to go, sorry. And Dudu, I mean, Dudu's got the troops. That's the thing. And Dudu also is a very, like, look at that. He goes in with lots and lots of troops because he gets his troops back at the end. So that's one thing as well. If you compare it to all the other players, he's very aggressive on that. Marine going in at top. The problem is they're probably allied, sorry, right now. You know, so a lot of the issues didn't go because like a lot of attacks didn't happen because people were allied. They didn't want to betray, and the betrayal is so punishing on this game. But you can see Dudu like doing so well here. He's gonna clear out, I think, exotic in 2 seconds. Marine's gonna go as well, or I'm gonna go before. I completely forgot. Yeah, Marine goes in 2 seconds. I think I go right after exotic goes first. Dudu's gonna win this. Shadow Reaper second on this one. Kind of a very quick game, if you think about it. I think it lasted longer because they couldn't boat across, but eventually Dudu won. But Dudu's got back-to-back wins, guys. There's like 20 of us in this tournament, and Dudu's already on 20 points right now. So that's a little bit of an issue, isn't it? I have 0 points as well, by the way. I come top 7 again. Back-to-back top 7. Yeah, we can see here at the end, Dudu wins with 67%. Shadow Reaper 43. Pete Comedy gets some points as well. Marine gets only 4th, actually. Someone managed to get some extra points, and I believe I come top 7. You guys can pause this and check out exactly, calculate. Maybe I come top 8, top 9, top 10, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? 0 points. Okay, so we move in to the third game. I'm going to go on my favorite spawn here, Africa map. I'm going to go here, right here. I think fantastic spawn right here by Biffer. Going to scooch a little bit to the left on the last moment, just to scooch down here. We have Bobo as well here. Again, going to zoom out straight up, check out where Marine is. Marine is right here. Dudu's right here. Shadow Reaper. The 3 guys are kind of first or whatever. Shadow Reaper's right here. So they're all went very central. I went more on a, you know, external kind of side. I think I went for the trade route as well. I get the crown, so you're going to see a lot. I'm going to get the crown at the end of the opening, which I can be pretty proud of, right? I think. You know, maybe I don't win the tournament, or who knows, we'll see. But at least I get the crown sometimes. Take a screenshot of that and we're happy. But I'm going to get a nice opening. I'm going to go and screw Bobo over here. You're going to see I'm going to go ahead and take that entire coast just for the lulz. I will leave him actually at the end right here because what the aim sometimes is to push Bobo to go and take bad bots here, but not necessarily to block him off completely, and just to force him to take bad bots, and then boom, cut him off here, so I can secure a lot of nation bots as well. Lots of nation bots in the Middle East, which can be a good feeder, I guess. You're gonna see some players, Cadence, we're gonna see here doing very well. You're gonna see sometimes some players, you know, doing well and only see them for one game. I'm not gonna talk about everybody. I don't have time to talk about everybody. Just showing you guys how everything is going on a little bit. I'm gonna get so much gold out of this. I'm gonna get lots of builds really early on. Compared to, for example, Marine, who's right in the middle, or Dudu, they don't have any ports. They get no trading right now, or when they do get trading, all of it gets stolen. You can see 4 minutes in the game, Marine has no ports. They're going full, and look at this, look at this. I'm going to pause here. I think I kind of screamed at my computer here, but this is exactly the example of why the alliances system in this game is kind of, not horrendous, but it's sometimes frustrating. Look at Cadence, how many troops they got, and look at Marine as well. It's insane, and Marine's going to go so low. But the thing is, Cadence, I think they're allied. I don't know. I can't tell right now, but I'm pretty sure they were allied. Marine goes low. Look at this. But Cadence cannot attack. If Cadence betrays, he's going to get attacked by this guy, potentially. So that's why Marine as well was smart on this. Taking alliances, and then would just go for risky plays to go low, because he knows people aren't going to betray, right? I'm going to do well on my side. Actually get a really nice game on this one. Lots of trades going on. Going to clear out Saudi Arabia. Bobo does pretty well for himself. GG to him. I do have Iraq as well still left to take with a city at stake. I think, did I boat around? No, I didn't boat around. I tried, I think, to sneakily... Yeah, I went for an attack here, and then I think I tried to boat around to go and swoop up, sorry, here, but I couldn't manage it, unfortunately. I couldn't manage to get the silo. We'll get Iraq, though. Go low, because, anyways, I'm allied with Globy, Bobo, Holcura, and Crino here, I think. Well, no, I'm not allied with Crino, actually. Shadow Repo doing very well here. You remember, guys, it's the percentage maximum, so right now, you can see... I know I'm only 6%, so I'm definitely not doing that well. The aim was potentially to always get around 15%, maybe to secure some points. So that was always a strategy. I could have gone for Egypt here. I think I decided not to because I wanted to really focus Crino here. I see Crino attack on Kenya. Crino goes low, only 200k. I got 400 here, stacking up a lot of cities that I managed to get, and I'm going to basically almost full send Crino here. I know I'm allied with the other guys. They're not going to attack me. Sorry, Crino. Absolutely love you, buddy. But life is very unfortunate sometimes. He's going to nuke me, actually. He's going to destroy some cities out of me. We're going to see 2 cities, I think, destroyed there. So nice nuke. GG to you. Fair play. And I think I'm just going to finish off Crino here with a little boat around. Let's just max it here just to go bring up that speed. Because I think he was allied with the others, right? So I restacked up and I just went for a big attack. Here I'm allied with everyone, actually. I'm allied with Bobo, Globy, and Shadow Reaper here. So I'm kind of just chill, I think. I'm going to stack up some troops. Issue I had here was, what do I do? Okay, let's just look at it. And what the hell do I do? You know, whatever I do, I could have not taken the alliance with Shadow Reaper, but then that would have just been a mess, right? We would have just attacked each other non-stop. So I don't think I made a mistake on that one. The problem I think of this game was just Shadow Reaper. Look at him. Look how many troops he starts getting, and look at the troops of the Archduke of Endor. Look at Endor guy. He's gonna go super low in a couple seconds. There he goes. He's super low because I don't know where the hell he's doing, but he's getting swept up by Decone here, which doesn't make sense. I think Decone kind of, I mean, maybe gave the win to Shadow Reaper, but you're gonna see him go low, and I kind of had a problem in the game. I was like, why is he so low? And then I see Decone coming up from the south, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why did he go and focus down here? This is basically what gave the win to Shadow Reaper, because then Shadow Reaper just got to go ahead and boom, 500k attack. What you gonna do? Absolutely nothing. And then he can just clear out all the south, and he's pretty much done. I've cleared out Bobo in the meantime, by the way. I mean, he got cleared out by everybody. A little bit of a chill game here, but we all know Shadow Reaper's got to win. It's a little bit now of like who's gonna get the most amount of percent of the map. Decone gets cleared out down here, and of course cleared out here. Dudu's doing well, Marine's doing well, Globy's doing well, Biffer's doing well. Everybody's on almost 15%, I think, if you look at it. 14%, 14%, 18%. So this is going to be like a really close percentage call, isn't it? I was chilling, I think. I was just stacking my gold. If you see 20 mil. Ready to send some hydros. Just, you know, like one hydro on Globy can go in 2 seconds. I think I'm even going to boat here. Yeah. Look, I'm going to sweep up with a little boat down here. Going to try and boat on this territory. Try to take a little bit extra. You know, I won't say no to some land. Maybe it gives me that extra percent to pass above like Dudu, for example. Yeah, so I get this little territory inside Globy. That actually gets me a nice positioning in case I have to betray Globy at one point. Gets me a nice one. I have 1 million troops, and I have so much. Again, should I have betrayed the Shadow Reaper? Maybe. If I betrayed, would Globy attack me? Most likely. Kind of annoying position. I'm going to place out, I think, some random SAMs, some silos. And I'm going to wait for Globy to go in for some attack. So I noticed this. Globy was kind of smooching towards the left. And you see him actually, this guy, the node guy, kind of went in for a big attack here on Cadence. Sweeped up Cadence, but he went so low. I know he was allied with Marine and Dudu. But you're going to see that actually Globy's going to kind of, I mean, I try to boat, but Globy's going to take the opportunity. Boom, some warp ships straight up, and then he's going to, I mean, silo and boat into him, and then go for some heavy attacks right there. So I was looking at that as I was leaving. I think I still had like 30 seconds of alliance with Globy, so I was like, okay, Globy, go, 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 attack that. No worries, do that. And I'm going to go ahead and backstab you after, right? So that happens. I backstab him straight up as he's getting super low. Marine's going to betray. I don't know who. Problem is, I get swooped up by Shadow Reaper right after. I think I try to nuke Shadow Reaper. I should have nuked Marine and gotten a higher percentage. I don't know how much percentage I got exactly, but Shadow Reaper is just going to clear out everybody in one shot because we full send each other just to try and get as much percent as possible. But we're going to see the results here, and you're going to see, unfortunately, so Shadow Reaper gets 1. But look at this. Dudu gets 21.86. I get 20.79. And Marine gets 22.10%. So Shadow Reaper takes the first. Marine takes second. And Dudu takes third. And I only take fourth for like a 1%. 1 point, what is it? 1.40, 31% off second place. So I only get 4 points out of that. But hey, this is my first 4 points to the tournament. I can be happy about that, right? Alright, and we dive in for the fourth game. Fourth game was Gateway to the Atlantic. I decided to go for a, what do you call it? I call this the Marseille spawn, even though Marseille isn't too far off. It's kind of southeast of France. I wanted to go for a spawn here because I thought maybe I could get some trades. I actually noticed later on that actually this spawn gets no trades. I should have known this. Not too many people around. So we're going to get quite a nice spawn, I think. Again, we got Shadow Reaper right here. I'm going to tell you guys with my mouse. We got Marine right here. I remember this. Doodoo here. I think Doodoo did a horrendous game on this, which is good because Doodoo already has a first, and a third. So we don't want him to get any points right now. Marine's doing pretty well as well, of course. But same as Shadow Reaper. They both have lots of points. I only have 4. I'm not doing that well. I do get the crown again. Look, I told you on the previous game, don't I? I get the crown again, so that's really nice. And I'm pretty, like, I'm going to do pretty well, I think, on this game. Only problem is here. I'm going to focus a little bit up north. Try and push off the cone here. Who manages to do very well on me, unfortunately. And so he cut me off here. I think I could have done an earlier push instead of focusing somewhere down. But I was also getting kind of messed up with Exotic here, who's trying to... He spawned on the B cell, okay? He spawned right here. And the guy trying to, like... He messed me up a little bit. He stole a couple of my bots, you know, that I thought I had secured. And then, you know, I lose kind of focus up top. So I'm battling 2 fronts at the same time just to secure some random bots, which bothered me a little bit. I guess maybe I'm not gonna say it's what made me lose the game. Did I lose the game? We'll see. But it's definitely something, at least on the opening side, that kind of hindered my opening. I'm gonna secure the small bots first. I think all here. Look at this Exotic boating inside as well here. Fantastic. Stealing some gold. Very annoying, right? But hey, fair play to him. He's playing his game, I guess. Marine very strong. Shadow Reaper quite strong as well here on this one. Doodoo's pretty gone. He's got Kingdom of Spain, but only touching him, I think, who's attacked him a couple of times. Kingdom of Valencia as well. City of Cordoba. I just saw that 3 nation bots. Wait, 4 or 5 nation bots he's touching. Nation bots on this map are absolutely horrendous. You're gonna notice this in this game. But look at this. Look how big Wine is. Douche Normandy, City of Paris. Look at them. Look how big they are. What is it? Why is it like that? But GG to them, I guess. I do pretty well here. Move up top 5. It's very even. Not even half a percentage between top 1 and top 5 almost. Shadow Reaper does pretty well as well. I think I'm going to clear out. Yeah, we're going to clear out with the cone here. We did pretty well, honestly, with the nation bots. We're going to clear out whatever we can on this side. I'm going to snipe a port, I think. That's better than nothing, right? Even a city. Wow, that's impressive. I managed to snipe that city. Doodoo's going to get cleared out very easily, actually, by Marine. So Doodoo's not going to score any points on that. Good news for us, right? I mean, good news for the whole tournament. At least, you know, kind of some suspense. And I think not too much is going to happen until one specific point. Waiting for it. Yeah, until this point. I just paused it. Sorry, I paused it for a second. Okura goes ahead and betrays the Kingdom of Brittany. So that's why, I mean, taking an alliance with Nation Bot is risky. So he betrays that. I'm going to put it at 1x speed, but you're going to see how fast this is going to go. He betrays, so he has the betrayal sign. Shadow Reaper isn't going to hesitate. Boom, 300k attack, but guess what? Marine isn't going to hesitate either. And boom, he's going to go into Shadow Reaper with how much? With 500k as well. So boom, you got Shadow Reaper, 500k into this guy, Marine into this guy. In 2 seconds, Shadow Reaper is gone. And Holkura kind of got done out of that, and Marine took all of the territory. So almost a little bit of a freebie. Very bad timing, I guess. I guess their alliance kind of ran off just on that time. I'm going to go ahead and straight go for Marine with a huge attack. I mean, 300k. Not too bad, right? At least try and, you know, I'm playing the game, guys. I'm here for the win. That's why I didn't clear out any of these two, because not going for the win, but going for some points, you know, trying to take as much territory as possible. If I slow down Marine, I can somewhat do something. I think I take the alliance eventually, because I realize, you know, I'm not going to destroy them. Just I try to take as much territory as possible. And then the rest of the map is going to be pretty much a clean sweep. Things are going to go smoothly. Shadow Reaper is going to get done, I guess, up north. He full sent some random dude. And then one by one, we're all going to get done. Marine's going to clear out, I believe, part of Spain first, or are they going to go up north? They're going to go up north, and ooh, there's some nukes happening as well. Yeah, they're going to go up north. Holkura's going to go... I've got a fair percentage of the map, you know, it's not the end of the world, actually. I'm doing okay, but Marine does pretty well. I think he's going to clear out one by one, basically everybody. Thank goodness he clears me out last. Look at that. Ooh, that's a full send as well. Damn, that was rough. Clown, yo, peak comedy didn't mess around here. I do believe I lose the alliance with the cone here. And I'm going to go for an attack. No, I don't. Okay, so I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill all the way almost. Just chill. And, you know, potentially just wait for the late game, I guess. Somehow, someone has a lot of golds. But if you check the leaderboard, nobody has gold. Marine's going to swoop up Spain. That's going to be it on the Archduke of Andorra guy. Look at that guy. I think he has a couple points we saw previously. I'm just chilling, making a couple million golds. Hoping I can get something. Marine gets a betrayal here. And goes in for Africa straight up. I do believe I'm going to full send, try to get as much percentage on that betrayal. Marine's going to counter, just take me up in one shoot, sorry. Whoa. I wanted to say one hit, then I'd say one shot. And that's going to do it for that game. You're going to see I do die in top 7, so I'm only top 7. But if you look at the percentage, Marine is 83%. The Andorra guy has 15 and I have 13. So I am top 3 actually out of all of that. Because Marine swooped up so quickly, I make it top 3. So there's finally some 6 points. I'm on 10 points at this stage. Finally getting some points. Alright, and we're actually on the last game of day 1. I didn't tell you guys this, but It happened over 2 days, sorry. So we had 5 games on the first day and then the same 5 maps on the next day. I went ahead, spawned Africa on this Europe map. I wanted to, you know, just get some points before we finish off this first day. Bobo was right there. A bit frustrating because I thought I was going to be alone spawning here, but it's okay. We do have another player as well here, Le Vaisselle de Node right here. So I think this is going to be one of actually of the best games in terms of how interesting it's going to go. Because a lot of the others was just straight up snowballing, which is classic open front nowadays, right? But yeah, nothing too interesting at the beginning. I'm going to rush the ports. I'm going to cut off Bobo, I think, down here because he was trying to push, of course. Rush the ports. Very central route here of the trading. This is why I went here. Look how many trades are coming out of this Arab Republic of Egypt. Fantastic trading from this guy. I mean, it's a nation bot, but hey. And we'll probably skip through a little bit. I did go, you know, secure some islands here. You know, I think I was smart here. Secured here. Secured a little bit of Spain. I didn't push all the way. So I kind of let Bobo as well push through these ones who are very heavy in terms of troop count. I just go in here, you know, swoop up a little bit of extra territory just alongside the coast. You never know, right? Look at the size of these nation bots. I mean, look at the Arab Republic of Egypt. 3 ports, 3 cities. What do I have? I have 2 ports, 3 cities. This guy's got more than me. 3 ports, 4 cities. He has more than me, and he's a nation. He's a bot. He's not supposed to be good at the game, right? I mean, no offense to him. I completely respect him, and I absolutely love... not the country, but Egypt. I mean, not the country, because I don't think... Is it called the Arab Republic of Egypt? Actually, fun fact. Maybe you guys know. You guys are more nerds than me. I clear out Tunisia. I think I clear out this one as well. People's Democratic Republic. That's going to go. I'm going to get a little ledge as well in Italy, I think. Throw in a little boat here. Get Sicily as well. Kind of secure some stuff. And yeah, take the Italian Republic right here. Fantastic stuff. You know, just a little city. Who knows? You never say no to a city. And then I'm gonna go for a big hit on the Arab Republic of Egypt. I think I sent in 200, 300k. I'm gonna go low because I have alliances with everyone. I said previously he's gonna nuke me, which is hilarious. These bots nuking is just one of my biggest nightmares. If you guys follow my open front videos, yeah, I'm allied with these two, so I can make myself go low. And you're gonna see sometimes make myself go very low, like Marine used to do. Marine right here, by the way. Dudu there with the crown. Fantastic Dudu, playing very well. Careful because he's already got 2 wins in the bag. So we get something good here. You're gonna get, I think you get to see me get completely demolished, I think, by Peak Comedy, who goes straight in. Okay, no, forget it. Peak Comedy doesn't go in yet because look, Bobo goes low. I lose the alliance. What happens? La Vaisselle do not... Oh, no, they go... Sorry, I get attacked here big time. I send a 5 mil, so I'm getting very confused. But at the same time, Bobo goes very low, so I get to start and attack him, actually, because he's getting cleared out by La Vaisselle de Nod, and I have lots of troops, and I want to clear this out. I managed to get, I think, the alliance with the Peak Comedy guy, who did take a big 5 mil right there, which is a big hit. I apologize for that. Bobo, love you, brother. We won a tournament previously together. We won a lot of money together previously, actually. But he had to go. Strong alliance as well with this guy, the Node guy. I'm just going to call it the Node guy. His username is way too long for that. Sorry. And I'm kind of in a position where I'm a little bit 50-50 here. What do I do, you know? Because I'm in a middle position. I get betrayed. I think we lose the alliance, so he goes for a little push before he accepts the alliance again. Kind of a smart strategy here. Just, you know, to secure a little bit extra territory. I think we do get the alliance again. You see his attack stop suddenly. But Dudu's very, very strong. Peak Comedy gets destroyed. I think I lose the alliance with him, so I start attacking him as well, which is a good move. It's kind of easy territory to take. The problem is it does give me a border with Dudu, and this is where everything's going to happen. So I'm going to slow down actually here so you guys don't get confused. Even I don't get confused. But you can see how big Dudu has. 600k attack right there. Boom, he gets all his troops back. That guy got absolutely obliterated. Hello. Dudu's going to go in onto me, and you're going to see how much he's going to send. Look at this. He's going to send an absolute monster of a hit. There he goes. He goes in with 700k. He goes super low. Hokura betrays to send... I'm going to pause this. Hokura betrays because he sees Dudu is super low. To send a nuke. You can see the nuke coming in. Dudu cancels his attack on me. And he's going to go in and attack Hokura instead. And he's going to go super low. Boom, he full sends him. So what I do? I'm just going to go back onto Dudu. Dudu's taking up a little bit of territory. I'm going to nuke him as well. Dudu's super low. And he's not going to get his troops back. Because he sent them all in Hokura, who still has 800k. Even if he has a debuff, it's not enough. So he starts getting attacked by everybody. Crino betrayed at the top. I betrayed actually because I managed to take the alliance in between, which isn't fantastic, but you can see how much I've got in attack. 300k going on, 400k. I think I'm gonna stack up the 100 by 100k in Dudu, and Dudu has no troops. Dudu has absolutely no troops, so he goes from the crown. I mean, he got a big percentage, so no matter what, he secures some points, but he goes from a big percentage to getting absolutely demolished in 2 seconds. We're gonna times 2 this. Yep, and there he goes slowly but surely. I've got 400k going on in there. Look at me going up that leaderboard. 15%. Hello, how are you? This is me. Hi. La Vaisselle do not getting a little bit of a betrayal once again. But look at my attack, just never stops. I got 300k going on in there. He tries to counter, I think, but there's absolutely nothing he can do about this. I get the crown, guys. First time I got the crown, like kind of mid to a late game, right? Very low in troops, but I'm allied with Hokura and Node, right? So I'm pretty safe. I've got the corner here down here. You know, I'm touching nobody that's a bit of a threat, right? At this stage, I think I kind of like reinforce myself. I take up some extra territory down here on the wilderness. You can see me stack it up. It's not much, but hey, better than nothing, right? And then I just kind of like restack up my troops then to go up, because I was only 500k, and you can see like this guy was 1 million. Had lots of cities. I have 42 cities. I've got the most amount of cities, I believe, on this entire map right now. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and take this. You're gonna see I'm gonna go ahead and boat, take up some islands, just so I'm ready, you know, in case there's a full send, in case there's anything. I like to be everywhere, and you're gonna see that actually this is very useful, the move that I did. Cryno got absolutely destroyed by Andorra up top, by the way. Sorry, Cryno, we love you. We absolutely love you, Cryno, but hey, things happen. And then this is gonna happen. Node goes in for a big attack on Holkura, so he's done. And then Dudu's gonna go in for a huge attack, monster attack on Marine. And they're gonna, I think he stops. Something happens. I don't know exactly what. So he full sent, he took the troops back, but he gets obliterated. Marine gets the betrayal because I think he hit 1 pixel from this green guy, which is absolutely very sad. Dudu full sends Marine because Dudu knows he's going to lose. He doesn't want Marine to get points because Marine was second in the leaderboard at this stage. I get Dudu up and I'm like, what is going on? Marine gets swooped up by Andorra because Marine's got a betrayal thing. I do have the betrayal, but I'm super strong. I have so many troops. People can go ahead and betray me like Node is doing here, trying to clear out. I'm just going to nuke them. I have 40 million gold. I have the most amount of gold on this entire map. I'm just going to send them 5 mils and be like, yo, Node, stop doing this, okay? I've got work to do here on the right. Let's not fight each other. Let's win it together. He's got 900k troops. I have the same at this stage. We have the same amount of troops. Marine is basically gone. Dudu's gone, which were the biggest threats, to be fair, so far in terms of ranking. But that's going to be very nice. I'm going to clear out Marine, so I'm going to scooch up here, try to take a little bit from them. You know, just to go inwards, because Dudu's kind of mine no matter what. Holkura betrays as well for the second or third time, which is nice, I guess, for us. Very good news. We're going to put this in ×2. Dudu's going to go. Marine's going to go in kind of 2-3 shots. It's going to kind of leave us with Holkura disappearing. That leaves us a 1v1 v1. And it's like, okay, what do we do here? What do we do? There's 3 of us. I am bigger. I've got the most amount of builds, and I've got the most amount of gold. But if they both decide to team up on me, well, not team up, but both, you know, gang up on me and try to take me down, they could definitely get the win. So I'm going to start stacking up, I believe. I am going to get nuked here by some dude. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to nuke. I'm going to go full Andorra mode. I was allied with Node, not with Andorra. You're going to see one Hydro, another Hydro, another Hydro, another Hydro. Probably a mistake I did was not putting silos at the top, so all my silos were at the bottom. So they took a while to the travel time. You can see Andorra already attacking me, doing some push here. As the Hydros hit, I'm going to go for a huge push back. I'm going to go very low, 200k. You're going to see Node once again, I think for the 7th time this round, he goes for a little boat up top, I think, to go and take Andorra. But he's most importantly going to betray me. You can see that. He betrays me. He goes in for a huge attack. And look at him. I think he takes the crown on this one. Because my attack, I think I stopped it. But he went in big. And he steals a crown out of me. He goes up about 40%. I think I continue nuking up top. My focus was to really get rid of Andorra. I do nuke as well, to be fair, here at the same time. I am multitasking. I go super low, by the way. Look at that. Biffer going on 0. He has the 50% debuff, so might as well counter. I'm still here, and I'm stealing. This warship probably doing insane bits that we haven't realized, actually, because anytime he betrays me, I can steal all his trades, and boom, they go straight to my ports within 2 seconds. So I think on this one, I win because of the gold. They should look at my gold going back up, like, super quickly. They should have both stopped the trading with me. Then they could have beaten me. But my gold just goes super high up. Boom, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That goes in 2 seconds. They start attacking me, trying to, like, kind of gang up on me. Problem is, I've got the gold now. I put the claps up, I think, at one point, just to mess around with them. But just to clap up on them, be like, oh, I thought I lost. But I think I was clear in my head that, you know, I've got the gold. What are they gonna do about it? I've got the gold. He keeps betraying, by the way. I don't know why. But the gold, I think on the long run, actually makes you win no matter what. And you're gonna see, I think I counter here. I still got so much gold. I might have too much gold as well at this stage. I don't even know what's happening. But I'm just gonna clear out Andorra completely. I think I'm gonna realize, okay, you know what? Node can go in for me. He has 600k troops. I've got a mill. If I just go in for small 200k attacks on Andorra, I'm going to sweep him up. And that is exactly what's going to happen. So your boy Biffer is actually going to get a first dub as I get 60% already. There we go. I clear out the Andorra guy. That's 70% for me, just finishing him up in Sweden. And then we're just going to go for a big hit on Node. I think we have to betray each other because we're friends. I betray him, I believe. I attack him. Then he counters because I've got the betrayal. Thing is, I've got more territory. So no matter what, even his counter here doesn't do enough. I go and full send him. And that is going to be a first win. Your boy's managed to win a game, hasn't he? All right, and so this is what it looks like so far after 5 games. Just so you know, I give you guys a little update of what's going on. You're gonna see I'm top 3, guys. I'm top 3 right here with 20 points, so I did pretty well for myself, didn't I? Actually, because I got top 4, which was 4 points, top 3, which is 6 points, that's 10, plus the last win gets me to 20. So doing very well here with 20 points, very happy about that. Marines just above 26, Zudu 30, quite close though. We got Shadow Reaper 18, Andorra guy 16, Peak Comedy 14, Node guy 12, so it's very, very even. I think tomorrow is going to make a big, big difference. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in for, I guess, kind of the second part of this video a little bit, because it was day 2. You know, you got to kind of see it this way. I think I spawned top right here, Giant World. So we're back on the five same maps, rotation again. I spawned here. Funnily enough, Dudu's Radio and Marines here. So this is a top 3 so far, right next to each other, or touching each other, I guess. I do have an SPQR right above here, who I didn't know really who he was. So I couldn't really like tell exactly his level, if he was good or not. I am going to rush a little bit top right to go and try and secure block him off and get all of that right hand side of Siberia. You're going to see me push actually through the middle and not bother on, like, for example, this bot. So that I can cut him off in a little bit of a nicer way, I think. And I do manage to cut him off eventually. Do I? Or do I? I don't. I do right here. Which is good. So I managed to cut him off. Then I can focus a little bit more central. The good thing is Dudu and Marine being next to each other and being top 1 and 2 is probably going to bring a little focus on the 2 of them, which is nice. Day 2 is very different to day 1. Because day 2 now, we've already had 5 games. People are going to really look at the leaderboard and start to have a little bit of a focus on the top 1, the top 2, the top 3, or whoever's above you, right? Makes sense. Alright, so this is, you know, just the bot phase. I don't know how the hell Canada is here. Someone's got to explain why we have a Canada bot that has spawned right here. I think surely this is a bug, right? Or maybe I've missed out something. There's been an update on the world, you know, in the entire world, and Canada is up here. But I'm going to clear out some nice little bots up top. I'm going to do pretty well, actually. I'm much better than Dudu, I think, in this position. I'm top 3. I'm better than Dudu and Marine. Dudu's not too bad on this one, actually. Not too good, sorry. He's only top 7. Well, only top 6. Actually, I say that. He goes up right now as he's taking up China. Crazily enough, Marines managed to take Australia. I zoom out and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Very somewhat of what impressive. In the meantime, I'm just kind of stacking up some troops, taking up some extra territory. But I do see this as PQR guy, and you know, I'm like, hey, I mean, bro, we just lost the alliance, haven't we? You're not looking, you know, too strong. Do you mind if I just, you know, kind of have a little munch or 2? I say that, and at the exact same time, boom. I just pause it exactly, I think, the right moment. I'll play on 1x speed. Dudu gets hydroed by Marine. Big hit. That's good news for me, because I can focus top. Hokura is going to get distracted as well. I'm going to get the SPQR guy in one blink of an eye, basically. I'm also allied, I think, with Dudu, so I cannot take Dudu at this stage. That's why I'm not attacking him. You guys are probably like, oh, you should have attacked Dudu here to have a border with Marine. Thing is, you can also see in the game who has which alliances. So Marine's probably like, oh, Biffer's not going to betray Dudu. So I'm just going to clear out top right here. I'm going to clear out the SPQR dude. I'm going to boat as well in the middle here. This is a strategy I did so many times, and it worked out so well. You know, it worked out on the Africa map with Globy. Also works out here. It just gets me some nicer borders. If I have to betray Dudu at some point, boom, it's a one-tapper, and I just get him super easily. Also, late game, you never know, right? I might as well just take something here. And you're going to see my alliance is going to go. Marines attacking from down the south. I got 600k troops. I'm looking very strong. I think I just go for a big, big hit right there. There we go on Dudu. I apologize, Dudu. Love you, Luca, but he's got to go on that one, right? He is going to be alive technically down here. I think I didn't bother clearing him out here. I could have, but I didn't really bother much. I get 5 milled by Hulk, and in 2 seconds I'm gone. Like, I'm focusing down here. Hulk 5 mills me. Marine sees he can't win the game, I think. He just decides to full send me. It was a bit of a... This exact move, this early on, let's say in the game, 10 minutes in the game, was a little bit, you know, small penis style. I'm not going to lie, right? Especially that you got this peak clown who shows up. And I'm like, who the hell are you? Right? So Marine full sent me because he thought he couldn't win it. Or he couldn't get good points. Which kind of got me kind of ruined, I guess, on that one. GG to him. Fair play. It is part of the game. I try to counter Marine a little bit, but that's pretty much me gone. You see the clown guy showing up with, like, I don't know how many troops. I've only got 100k because Hole kind of sent me the 5 mil right when I got attacked. Hole gets destroyed as well at the same time. Goodbye. And that is going to be it for this game, unfortunately. And I mean, I think the game goes on for like 30 minutes. It was very, very long. You see Bobo here. You see the Node guy up here. They're doing fantastic. I think they make a comeback and everything. I'm just going to skip through it, I guess. And we're just going to watch the final results. So Peak Comedy guy, the guy that screwed me over, actually wins that game insanely. Couldn't be asked to watch it till the end. I think, yeah, Globy gets second. I don't really get any points on this game, so that's a little bit sad, I guess. But I do come, I think, top 7 again. So another top 7 position for your boy Biffer. All right, and this is how things look like after game 6. So I've been passed by Peak Comedy, which is good news, actually. Because then we're getting, you know, a bit of less of a focus. The more down we go on the leaderboard, the less people are going to see my name and be like, ah. But it does make the little bit of the top, you know, more intense. Look at that, 30, 26, 24, 20, 18, 18. It kind of really go anyway. Okay, and we're back in on Baikal map. I decided to go for the Shadow Reaper spawn. That's what I call it now, because it's a spawn that where he spawned on the previous time. Problem is, Dudu spawned very close to me, which is annoying. Marine had a god spawn. Marine took the same spawn at that previous game on the first day, but there was no one around. There was so much space here, so much space up top. Previous game, I was here, and now there's no one here, so I'm kind of done here. Well, I'm not done, but we all know Marine's going to be doing well. That's pretty much like a 10 points. For the skill of Marine, that's a free 10 points basically for him. Alright, I'm going to skip a little bit through the bot phase. You're going to see we got the Peak Comedy guy, who just won the previous game, by the way. So he's on decent points, as you saw. We got the SPQR guy as well, who's here. That's my previous friend that I kind of destroyed in that previous game. I managed to cut Dudu off pretty well, actually, here. I do okay, you know. I think I did the exact same strat as Shadow Reaper, did previously. So not too bad. We're going to go and sweep up basically the last couple of bots and just start stacking. I think I'm even going to full send this guy and then pretty much go low on troops. Because no need to have troops if I'm allied with everyone, right? I put low troops and I just put workers in. That's what matters. I mean, the other side of the map, you just see, I'll slow it down, but even if I slow it down, it's going very fast. Marine goes in for a big hit. I think he gets a little bit kind of pushed off by Globy and Hulkura, who try to go for something, but the territory difference in this game really makes a big difference. And therefore, you know, not much they can do actually about it. They try to push, didn't work through. I think Globy even pushes through here. I go low in troops, as I told you guys. Look at that. I'm putting workers, because look, I'm just farming gold and I'm farming cities. All I want is high troop, high troop, high troop. That's all I want. Marine sweep it up on the left. Globy's doing pretty well, actually. He managed to get a push. Exotic, not fantastic. Node guy's not doing too bad as well. You know what? But it's going to be a little bit like blend on this side of the map. I think I'm going to go for a big attack. There we go on SPQR. Sweep him up again. I apologize, killing you back to back. Maybe made him rage quit. Who knows? Okura's going to go, getting cleaned up by Node. I think on this side, that's it. Exactly. I'm going to pause it here. This guy, you remember that spawn here? You don't see his name tag anymore. I zoom out and I'm like, why the hell is he up top here? He just cleared out the top. And this guy, I mean, this guy is really low. I think he was allied with both, that's why he went low. But he just cleared out the top and did very well actually there for himself. I think Dudu goes in for a push on Marine here. Dudu and Marine were really like, I mean, Dudu was really focused on Marine, I think, the whole game. Which is fair, you know, you're playing for the tournament, you're playing for the win. So that's going to happen. I think I accidentally, stupidly don't notice this. But I don't notice that Node is boating onto me here. I send a last second warship, don't manage to land. I full send him, I'm done. I'm like, oh, this is over. Thank goodness, I forgot exactly what happened. He starts attacking me, but I believe he gets attacked, I think, on the left side at the same time or something like that. Or no, Marine goes super low, I think, or he counters. I don't know exactly. Oh no, he gets attacked here. Yeah, he gets attacked here by Dudu. So thank goodness, and I can clear that up, thankfully. So, I mean, it gives me back a couple of percentage. If you see, I'm only on 11%. I'm not even top 5. So for the moment, I'm not really going to score that many points. At this stage of the game, I think Node Guy gets destroyed by Globy and Marine. This is 2 times speed, guys. This is barely, like, it's not really that fast. Marine just destroys that. And so Globy's just gone in 5 seconds because he was attacking Node. I'm not sure what Dudu's doing here, boating on Node. I think he's giving the win to Marine, I'm not gonna lie. Because now look at what the leaderboard is like. Marine's basically won this game. I think Marine's gonna nuke me. I don't know why me specifically and not Dudu, for example. I'm waiting for the nuke to be sent. There we go. He nukes me. He sends me a 5 mil. So 5 mils on the way. I see Dudu super low. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna die. 5 mils gonna hit me hard. Dudu gets swept up. I'm like, I might as well just try it. I go for a hydrogen bomb right there in the middle. I go for a big hit. All that matters is trying to take as much percentage as possible. Could I have won this game? Honestly, no, guys. There's no way I think I win this game, right? I'm just here for the max percentage. So I do that. I think I get cleared right after, unfortunately. I go for a hit as well on Andorra. But you can see the Hydras are about to get hit from Marine. So this was a good timing attack, you know. Managed to go to 15, 16% maybe, something like that. Let's just times it to see. I believe 16% about it. Then I get swooped up by the clown guy. And I think that clears out the map. And we check out the leaderboard. You can see I got 15.80% exactly, which puts me actually in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position only. So I only get a 5th position here. Not fantastic. It's 2 points. Hey, it's better than nothing, right? All right, game 7. I do get 2 points, which isn't bad, but you do see Andorra passing me. So I'm going down, guys. I'm moving up in points, but unfortunately, I am moving down top 5. Which isn't best of the best. It's getting tighter. I'm actually top 6 kind of, because Node Guy is also equal to me. Both 22 points, 24, 30, 30. Marine's going up. Dudu has scored no points so far today. Alright, and we're back in on the Africa map, which is the game that got me, guys, the first points of the tournament, actually. So kind of maybe my lucky charm. We'll see or not. I go for the exact same spawn right here, down on the Middle East. Marine goes for the same spawn as well here. Dudu goes for a similar spawn as well. Most players go for similar spawns. Most of the maps you're going to see. Hulkura is going to get a spawn here. We haven't really seen Hulkura all tournament. Even though he normally he's a pretty decent player, but you know, sometimes you know things kind of go sideways. I'm pretty good on my spawn. I'm very happy. I even boated across very early on this one. And again, I'm going to go for the early strats with the ports. I think potentially placing a warship quite early as well in the game. I took alliances, I think, this time with nation bots because the nation bots were so big. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Syria. Look how big they are. I don't know why. I do pull out a warship, but pretty late to be fair. 3 minutes in the game isn't as fast as I usually do. I'm boating around a little bit everywhere. I mean sorry, taking some bots everywhere, aside from nation bots. But look at these nation bots. Yemen already attacking me. This is a little bit of a mess. I think Israel attacks me. Israel's bothering me here a lot. Some of them also not taking the alliance. I think I took some alliances sometimes. Syria, I think I was allied with, for example. But look at that. You see that push on Decon they did? Wow, that's very impressive. But I'm going to go smooch in the middle. Probably a mistake because I do get a border eventually with Marine, which probably wasn't the smartest of ideas. I probably should have sailed on that right-hand side. But I've got so many nation bots that are left. There's like Iraq, Syria, Saudi, Yemen, which I try to clear out. Somalia's here, Ethiopia. And Dora guy does pretty well for himself, to be fair, right here. I'm going to slow his things down a little bit. But for the spawn that he had, very central, very well. Node is here, Peak Comedy is here. Peak Comedy, as we saw, has been going up in that leaderboard. Very surprisingly. Respect to him, though. Fantastic player. Even though I don't know him, I apologize on that. I'm going to clear out Saudi here, which is going to be definitely the good move, just to clear myself out. A little bit low in troops, but it's all good. I got Sudan attacking me right here. All good in the hood, right? We clear out Egypt on this side. I believe I go... I mean, not Sudan, sorry. It's South Sudan it was. I believe I go on the actual Sudan then eventually. Yeah, everybody starts attacking Sudan. I believe I'm going to go in as well. Just try to sweep up just the port. There we go. I got the port. That's all I got. Unfortunately, I do get that border with Marine. I do go for the South Sudan. At the same time, I'm very low. You can see Israel as well attacking me. Fantastic. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? I think Israel gets cleared out here top left. I kind of missed out on it, I think. Or I get a very... almost nothing out of it. Maybe try to snipe the gold. I'm going to clear out South Sudan as well. At least that little border that I got with him right here. Take a port or two, you know. It's always that you can take. And then I basically have Somalia and Syria that are left, right? I'm going to go ahead and boat on Somalia. I think they were allied with Hulkura, which was very funny. So it kind of like gave me this free territory easily, I guess. Thank you very much for that, Hulk. And my trade's doing very well here. I've got good gold. I'm going to go in, I think, and swoop up Syria at the same time. Yeah, so what happens is I saw this. Globy and Andorra started attacking each other. Globy did all the work for us here. Very much thanks to Globy. Globy was a very offensive player, like attacking, and I absolutely love him. Because he kind of unblocked a lot of situations here. Andorra goes low, and that's just like a one tap. Goodbye, Andorra. Thank you very much, Hulkura, Marine, and I. We just take up everything, which is good, you know. I mean, sorry. Syria goes... I clear Syria as well. I think Decon was allied with him. Globy's very low. I think I'm kind of stacking to potentially attack him. I see Marine very big here. Surprisingly, Marine is going to depop very quickly, I think. Don't question why Marine depops, but that's just life. Sometimes things happen. I guess he thinks he's not going to win. Bobo, we haven't seen all tournament, by the way. He's looking very strong. 23 cities. Not too bad. He 5 mils Marine right here. I think I took the Alliance of Marine here, which was a good, actually, situation. Kind of chilled it out. Yeah, Marine goes for a big hit on Bobo. Marine realizes he's pretty much done, I think. So, yeah, he counters back, I think, on Doo-Doo, for example. And Peak Comedy, he full sends. He's trying to get the 2 people that are highest up on the leaderboard to be cleared out. Which is fair. I guess, so they don't get too many points. I'm just going to take out some random territory here. I've got the Wilderness. These guys haven't noticed. Marines right in the middle, 1.4 mil. I will take that, please. Thank you very much. There we go. I take it up. I'm just going to play some defense posts as well. Just chill it out. Play some defense posts everywhere. I've got lots and lots and lots and lots of troops. You know what? But what do I have even more? Look at this. Yeah, boys got the gold again. Look how much more gold than everybody else I got. I'm in the strong position. I'm ready to get that cheese... That Gruyere, you know the Gruyere? I don't know if you know. You're sorry for Americans. You gotta go visit France or Switzerland. Come and get our French cheese with all those holes. But I'm ready to go and send 1 million hydros worldwide. I think Bobo, yeah, Bobo gets pretty strong here. I'm kind of like going it fast paced. Bobo gets pretty strong. It's a little bit of a situation of what do we do here, I think. I do go in, I believe, for a big attack on deck 1. I could deck 1 or Decon. I don't know whatever you want to call it. USR. You want to call it? No. You want to call him. I play some SAMs just to be ready in case I do get nuked. I go for a big attack on him. I think I take the Alliance again. I do see Globy as well going super low. Doo-Doo, I don't know how he doesn't die here. This is very impressive that he stayed alive. I think Globy kind of got distracted. But Globy, I think I lose the alliance here. Things go very quickly, by the way. I lose the alliance with Globy, which is fantastic news. Oh, no, I don't lose the alliance. Sorry, I'm allied. Holkura takes it all. I'm just taking the wilderness here. So this was the bad move that I did. Well, the bad move. I didn't want to betray. If I had the betrayal thing, I was going to be done, right? So kind of was like, nah. I'm allied with everyone at this stage of the game, I think. So maybe a little bit of a mistake, I guess. My situation is, though, a bit tricky, right? I have 17%, so I'm not too bad. Bobo and Hulk seems like they've got the dub. One of the two of them. That's how I see it. And they have no points. We've seen it on the leaderboards previously. You guys, I didn't even mention them, right? But they have no points. So, only one here still alive who's got points is Dudu, right? So what do I do? Well, Hulk gets attacked by Bobo big time, by the way. I'm not too sure about that one. I'm going to go ahead and counter that. I go low. I think Hulk, and I get hydroed. Hulk starts attacking me, I believe. Because Bobo's attacking me. Hulk attacks me. I think Hulk stops the attack because look at this. You remember the trees I said? Look at that. Look at the amount of hydros that I'm sending. And then Bobo is just going super low because he has no more territory. So he's getting absolutely battered, obliterated by the amount of hydros that I have. So Hulk, I think, betrays. I don't know why he took the alliance in between. And he has 700k troops. And he goes in for a huge attack on Bobo. That's going to save me up a little bit. Because I'm going to stack up a little bit more. Continue going in for some attacks, I think. Yeah, here you can see. Trying to clear out Bobo a little bit. Bobo's number 1, but he's got no troops. Problem is here, the rivers. Honestly, the rivers probably hindered Hulk to win a bit more. Oh, but that's a big hit. But the rivers are so annoying on this map. Which doesn't help at all. I go for a big move here up top here. And I'm nuking Dudu now. All my gold is going to go towards Dudu. I don't see myself winning. Bobo and Hulk, I think, have this in the bag. I'm too small. I'm just gonna bully Dudu, sorry, so bad. He is number 1 of the tournament, or whatever, at the top. And, you know, he's a threat right now, compared to everybody else. So I'm gonna do the Marine strat here, as Marine was doing, and kind of hitting everybody, and just, just bully him really badly. Maybe a little bit of a meanie move, but hey, I had most of the gold, so I was kind of the only one who could nuke anybody. I'm just nuking also his ports, his cities one by one, you can see. I try to cross here, I just never really managed to cross. A little bit tough. I think Dekwan and I lose the alliance. I'm going to attack him a little bit at one point as well. Take out some territory, but look at him. He's landing. Yeah, take out some territory here. He's over there. The thing is, I didn't see, look at that, 35 mil. So he's going to nuke me back. That was a mistake, actually, to attack such a small player. He's going to nuke me back with some big hydros, and those are going to hit really badly right there. Puts me very low in troops. I haven't betrayed, so I'm still out of the 2, so they can't attack me. Puts me low in troops, which is annoying. Which puts back kind of Dudu into the game a little bit. Thankfully, I do get the alliance back, I think, with deck 1. So we're going to be chilling. I'm going to try and boat onto Dudu. I don't know if I'm going to manage or not, but the farming was fantastic. Yeah, I do manage, I think, to land here. Dudu's going to try and push me out. It's going to go very quickly, I think. Yeah, Dudu's going to try and push me out. He full sends me. I counter. I go for it. I think Bobo goes and swoops up Dudu then. Oh, no, he goes for me a little bit, which I think is the mistake right now. I mean, Hulk takes me a little bit as well. But, I mean, why is he not taking Dudu? Why is he not taking Dudu? Right now, he's giving the wing to Holkura because he has 46 cities. Holkura has 71 cities, guys. 71 compared to 46. Why is he not taking Dudu? They were allied. Simple answer, they were allied. And I think he takes Dudu, but it just arrives a little bit too late. I'm still nuking Dudu, which is hilarious. I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't get any kind of percent no matter what. Yeah, Bobo sweeps him up, but when Bobo does, I think Hulk just goes in for the cheese attack. I call it the cheese attack now because look at that. Hydrogen's flying left, right, and center. And I do believe this is basically what flips the game around. Bobo's been nuked so many times and he only has 40 cities. And Hulkura, look at that, 79 cities. So Hulk is going to get the dub on that one. Good news is Dudu, I think, didn't score too many points. Let's go and check out how many points we all got, actually. Yeah, so I do pretty well. I do top 3 here. And I did push Dudu just to 21%. So, he was only 3% off me. So, it was good I nuked him a bunch of times, right? Just in case. Next game, I'm going to move back up, actually, into 4th position. Because 6 points just there. So, coming back, Dudu also scoring a couple points on this Africa map that we just had. Marine and Dudu really fighting it off for first place. Going to be really decided, I guess, on this next game. If Marine wins, basically, then it's a win already. Even second is pretty much an assured win. We've got Comedy here, who's basically our threat. That's pretty much it. Alright, and we are on the second last game, guys. Kind of the decisive moments. If Marine wins. I'm going to go spawn top right here in the quarter. Was it a good spawn? I think it was a very bad spawn right here. I have Dudu next to me once again and again and again. We got Globy as well. Marine's just going to go for that very central spawn. And you're going to see Africa has Bobo here. And And Hulkura here. There's only 2 players in Africa. Everybody else spawn here, here, here. There's a bunch of us all everywhere. Here, here, here. Here, deck 1 is here. Crino's right there. I don't know why nobody spawned in Africa. But that's kind of thing what basically just the spawn kind of made the game. I think I go super early to rush the right hand side to potentially block off Globy. I'm going to push central as well. Try to cut off Dudu. You're going to see I'm pretty good here in terms of positioning. I've got quite a lot of like territory saved up top here. But you're going to see my attacks. Look at how unlucky my life is, guys. This is the unluckiest plays in world history. I'm trying to block off also the Swiss Confederation, who blocked me off a little bit. But look at this. Look at me pushing here. I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to slow this down. Look at me pushing. Look how unlucky I am. I continue pushing blue guy first. Look at this. I'm sorry, but I'm supposed to cut you off here. I am supposed to 100% cut you off. And he manages to slide. I cannot zoom in more. He's through. He manages to go through. This is, I mean, and the problem is now I'm pushing here. He's pushing here at the same time. What do you want me to do? He's on 0 troops, by the way. Very smart of him to go full in because we're allied. He's allied with everyone. What do you want me to do, guys? He's pushing both here and here. This is the unluckiest thing in the world, I think. Basically what kind of ruins my game and his game as well, to be fair, because we've got horrendous spawns right here. I'm going to speed things up a little bit, but yeah, puts me in a bad situation because he's managed to steal up a lot more bots than was supposed to happen, unfortunately. I go sweep up like kind of the last couple of bots that I have. I do believe we lose the alliance eventually, which is very... That was like kind of a hilarious play that happened. Baguettes gets kind of done here. But you're going to see we're going to lose the alliance. He's going to focus the city of Paris. He's not going to renew the alliance. I don't know why he didn't renew it. But yeah, he focuses city of Paris. I don't know why he didn't renew it. I'll just go in for a huge attack on him. I'm like, bro, if you're doing this, why wouldn't I attack you? So he goes low, and I'm like, okay, I'll just attack you. Boom. So I swoop up a little bit of territory, but honestly, super useless. Comedy's right here. Dudu's here. Biffer's here. We zoom out. Boom. What's happening? Marine, Crown. We're like, okay, well, hey, the 3 of us that could potentially compete are basically, we're not out the game, but we're all on top of each other. You know. And then you zoom out even more, and you're like, wow, Africa. Look at Bobo. How did Bobo manage to get all of this territory just to himself? And why is it that Biffer is on 5% and Bobo, at the end of finishing up all the bots, is going to end up on like 20% of the map? That's just unfortunate, I guess. Not much we could have done here. I'm not looking good at this stage. There's not much I can do, unfortunately. I could have nuked Marine to block Marine off from getting any points. The thing is, add nothing. I think I go low on troops, put some workers in. That's about it. That's all I can do. Just farm some cities here and there. But Bobo's looking way too strong here. He's even got Kingdom of Morocco. He's kind of farming, I guess. Yeah, he's scooching up here. Finish up Crino. That's how strong he is. He can let himself have this guy. But yeah, now we're like, okay, well, Marine's got 12% of the map already. What the hell do we do? Marine's gonna get points. Marine's gonna almost secure first position, right? Sorry, I started there. I don't know why. But yeah, and unfortunately, my alliance with Globy is gonna go. And Globy in his position right there, it's like, what anyways can I do against him? Even if I full send him, there he goes. He just goes one tap on him. I think I try to full send him. That does nothing. So that's rest in peace for Biffer. Marine's looking good. And bad news is, Marine's hitting here, whilst Bobo is hitting Hulkura. So Marine's managed to get 20% now in one shot. And that pretty much secures him at least top, worst case scenario, top 3, right? Maybe Globy could potentially get more than Marine, but nah. And then I think a mistake kind of comes from Bobo. I mean, not much he can do about it. Look at this. Marine betrays. What does Bobo do? Doesn't attack Marine. Bobo wasn't fighting for the top 1 of the tournament, I guess, so he didn't have the same kind of goals as us, which is fair. But he goes ahead instead of and nukes Hulkura. I don't know how Marine survives this. It's one of the rare times where Marine's gone with like 0 troops. Sorry, with a 50% debuff and nobody attacks. I guess Bobo, you know, just kind of clears out Hulkura, which is, you know, he goes for the dub of this game, which makes sense. GG to him. Dudu gets cleared up at the top, I think, more or less. Globy gets big. I think Globy's going to get bigger than Marine, potentially. Bobo does kind of swoop up Africa, then swoops up, I think, Deck 1 here on the left. Marine's just kind of clearing randomly some people, just to get some extra percentage. But I do believe, anyways, Globy. Yeah, Globy's going to go for the attack on Marine. Bobo's going to clear out Deck 1, and that's going to do it for this game. Here's the results, and you're going to see Marine's going to get, you know, basically enough to win. We're going to see the leaderboard in a second, but that's going to be rough. I don't get anything. And I think Dudu gets some points, actually, out of this one, which is kind of crazy that he was so small. And you can see the result of how bad this Gateway of the Atlantic was. Dudu scored nothing, Peak Comedy scored nothing, Biffer scored nothing, Marine scored. Marine kind of flies off. 6-point lead, not technically won, and then kind of stales me up. Also brings back Bobo in the game, 22. He could technically get 3rd. Bolt could technically get 3rd. and Dora could technically get third. We also have Node Guy who could technically get third. Even Globy could technically get third. So a lot of them could get third. I could technically get second if I win this last game. You know, odds are not. So right now I'm just going to focus on peak comedy because I'm only 2 points behind, you guys can see. So high chance is third position gets a fight between the two of us. They've pretty much secured 1 and 2. So that's going to be it, unfortunately, for that. But I'm going to be aiming for third, I guess, on this last game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in for the ultimate showdown. I guess I'll try to go as long as possible in this game. Maybe not. I am spawning right here at the spawn. Same spawn. Doo-doo spawning next to me. I was like, ugh, you better move, buddy. You better move. Thank goodness he moves. And I kind of secured Africa. People really underestimate Africa on this map. It's a lot bigger than you expect. Bad news is, the guy who I'm fighting third place off is Peak Comedy, and he's right here. He spawned well, I guess. He spawned close to me. We got Marine as well close, which is going to be a bit of a pickle, I guess. But my strategy is going to be to take as much from Peak Comedy as possible. I just hope he doesn't go in for an early strat and just nuke me, so he makes sure I get 0 points and we both get 0 points. He don't care if you don't get any points. He's above me right now, right? I think I go for an early port, so I can go straight and you kind of get access. I can go straight here towards Ibiza. The Balearics, I think. Baleares? I forgot how you say it. And then potentially straight boat to Spain, try and cut him off a little bit. I did go and secure a couple bots towards like Corsica and stuff like that, which was good. I think a good play, maybe even for the long game. It's always nicer to have some islands here and there, right? You don't say no to that. You're gonna see Peak Comedy though. He's gonna go and kind of bully me. He's gonna forget about Europe, France, and let Marine basically get as big as possible. Funny that Marine is dominating France. And he's gonna go down south, and that's gonna really bother me a lot, actually. I'm going to go low. I am allied, of course, with all of them. Early game, everybody always took alliances. Just helps a lot in making sure nobody attacks you, because you don't want to get ruined within a minute of the game, right? Also, it wasn't part of the kind of the overall, let's say, mindset. I do get most of the bots here, so I do get a little bit lucky. There's only the nation bots that are left, basically. And luckily enough, I get Republic of Tunisia, who goes in and betrays someone. So I'm like, wow, that is free territory for me. I think I really lucked out on that one. That is just pure RNG. Not much you can, you know, do as in calculate and plan that in advance. Gonna get some extra cities actually out of that, which is very nice. Didn't really do that on purpose, but I won't say no to some extra cities. I'm leaving the bots on the left because I know Comedy won't go for them yet. They're very stacked. 60k, 60k more or less, both of them. Even more for Kingdom of Morocco, who's just playing around a little bit. So I'm not looking too bad. I do see, I believe, yeah, I see this guy Restart coming in here bottom right, who goes clears out. The problem is I have to focus left. My main focus is the Peak Comedy guy. It's not me. So, you know, I kind of go in for a big attack here on Morocco. He clears out Spain in the meantime. Fair play to him. I'm a little bit better off than him. I took a little bit bottom right. Didn't really get much from this Egypt bot, unfortunately. I do believe I take the alliance with the Restart guy. And that's just me clearing out the rest of the bots bottom left. We're going to zoom out and we're going to see Doo-Doo. Unfortunately for him, isn't going to win the tournament. He's not even going to score any points. So technically, I do have a chance of becoming second, right? I just got to win. Just got to win. Why not win that last game? Odds are very low, especially with the spawn. Marine has 21 cities. They got 20, you know, 18. I'm on 17. I'm not that bad. But what I'm going to do, and you're going to see me, I'm going to start focusing the cities. My mindset here is, okay, I got Peak Comedy. Peak Comedy, Peak Comedy, Peak Comedy is kind of the focus. As long as he's not erased, I cannot win no matter what. Or let's say not win, you know, as per se, but at least get somewhat a higher position on the podium. Because that's what mattered at the end of the day. And I'm just going to start stacking some gold. I think I get some random, you know, islands here and there. I forgot where exactly. But start stacking some gold. And why not just place a couple of cities here and there, right? I start placing some cities. You see them get placed everywhere. I'm spreading them out in case there's like a 5 mil. The strat is, once we lose the alliance, I full send this guy. Good news is, you can see him. He's placing some cities, but he's also mostly placing ports. And he's not getting much trade. I'm getting a lot more trades because I'm closer to these guys. So I'm farming the gold like crazy. I start getting a lot of cities. Look at that. 28, 29, 30 cities, I think. He's still stuck on 13, and he's got half my troop count now. The alliance is about to expire in less than a minute. What do? I start, you know, getting my missile launchers ready. So missile launchers are ready. He sees, I think, that we don't renew. Boom. He placed some defense posts. Well played for him. That kind of slowed me down. I placed a SAM just in case because I'm like, you never know. He might get 5 mil at some point. In the meantime, I know I'm not looking at what's happening too much on the rest. Marine is looking very big. Marine's got the dub no matter what. GG to Marine at this stage. But I'm really focused here. And you see, boom. I went in for a huge attack right there. I'm on 300k. I went in for a 600, 700k attack, I think, on Comedy. I realized it finishes off. I didn't manage to take it on. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just stack to 5 mil. I've got the gold. He's gonna use his gold on defense post. Let me just stack to 5 mil. Boom, I get to 5 mil. What do? Big hit right there. That just takes out Peak Comedy. And Peak Comedy is out. So I do have a chance at winning this, guys. I do believe I can do it, right? Again, not winning, but being on the podium. You know what I mean. For me, it's a win. Being top 2, being top 3. I just need 2 points at this stage. I'm pretty happy. 15% of the map, you know what? I'm like, I'm okay. I could somewhat do something. Problem we're going to get is we're going to get Marine, who's going to touch me everywhere. And Marine's just going to start full-on nuking me. Why? I'm not too sure. I think he wanted to clear out here bottom left. But look at that. I mean, he gets a betrayal. Good news is everybody starts attacking them. And I do believe I nuked them as well a little bit. But he goes for 1, 2, 3 hydrogens. Holcura kind of saves the day a little bit here. He nukes him pretty badly. That removes a couple troops. Even though Marine goes in for huge pushes onto me. Holcura is still going for a 5 mils right there, which is very nice. Really helps me out a lot. But Marine goes in for the big push, the big dog push on me. Yeah, even sending more hydros. Boom. That is Spain cleared, guys. I've gone down to only the 32 cities. That's still very good. But that is most of Spain cleared, if not all of it. And then Marine just starts pushing me, and that is just a blast through Africa, because that's just green territory everywhere, unfortunately. Brings me down to 11%. There's already 3 people that have had more than 15%, which is bad news. Very, very bad news. We just need this guy, Exotic, to get more, Holcura to get more as well, and I'm done. I can't win. Good news is, I think everybody starts attacking Marine a little bit. I also get blocked off here by the nuke. Okay, no, Marine goes in for a big attack on Holcura, which was great. Thank you very much. I think I counter them. I go back and try and take up as much as I can for Marine. And they all start nuking each other. And Marine gets the 50%. I think, you know, because the nukes, if they hit like 1 pixel from someone else, boom. And then Marine's just gone. Marine just disappears in 1 shot. And I'm like, okay, this is my chance. There's 4 people. There's 3 people higher than me. I think only needed 2 points, but to secure, I wanted to get 4th. So I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3. I just got to get higher than any of these 3 or Marine previously. I kind of lost track of what happened exactly on Marine. I'm chilling here, guys. I'm getting allied with everyone. I'm going to go ahead and clear out France. I think clear out the UK as well, which is nice. Cadence betrays. They just start blasting through each other. I'm like, okay, wait, Globy's just full set on Cadence because Cadence got the 50% debuff. I'm like, okay, well, I've got this little ledge, right? I might as well go in through here, don't I? And so here, I just start boating. I finish up this little ledge from Marine, and boom. Globy's on nothing. I've managed to stack up in the meantime. I've got 1 million troops. And look at me. I'm going up 23%. Boom, 24, 25. I get the crown, and I'm like, what? What is this? Exactly the same map as before. The same positioning. Insane. And I'm just clearing out Globy. And I still got 600k going on my attack. I'm allied with Exotic. I'm like, chilling. I'm just chilling here. I'm chilling. What you gonna do about it? I think Cadence is pretty done here. He gets nuked by Exotic. I think they're gonna both or one of them is gonna give up. I completely forgot exactly what happened. I've got too much here anyways. I can clear them out. They're attacking each other. I think Cadence is getting done by Exotic. So Cadence is gonna go ahead and completely full send Exotic. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up Cadence. That's what, 50% of the map I think I get by the end of Globy and Cadence here. Yeah, there we go, 50% of the map. So that's pretty much a GG when there's only 1 player left kind of on the other side. So guys, I'm gonna win this very last match, which is basically unexpected with the exact same spawn as before. I kind of came out of absolutely nowhere after getting butchered by 5 hydrogens here on the left. Exotic tries to like clear me out with a couple hydros. Problem is I've got kind of really the upper hand on him in troop count, and that is gonna do it to win this game. So I've got 2 wins out of the 10 games, guys. And this is gonna be it, guys. The final leaderboard. With my win, I come in 2nd position, clutching it in front of my friend Dudu. Luca, I love you, but hey, you know, I take the 10 points, gets me in 2nd position. Insane win. 10 games played, 38 points, not too bad, honestly. Very proud of this one. Kind of really clutched it. I don't know if I deserved or I didn't deserve. That's not the point. What matters is I came 2nd at the end, and I'm very happy for it. Thank you everybody who organized it. Of course, I'll put the links down in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, check out the description, join up the Discord. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share my video on, share my channel on, and I'll see you guys next time.